Well, it looks like nobody's buying third-party titles on the Nintendo Switch 2. And why would they? They've been having access to these titles for years now. Alright, before I jump into the way that I feel, a new report has come out talking about some of the sales when it comes to the games for the Nintendo Switch 2, third-party specifically, and first-party news. Let's go ahead and take a look at this article over here. So it turns out that according to some analysts in the Nintendo Switch world, the key numbers are that 48% of physical game sales in the UK and 62% of physical game sales in the US were first-party titles. If Switch 2 Mario Kart World Bundle is excluded, but if it's not, 86% of Switch 2 physical game sales in the UK were for first-party titles. Nintendo, for context, has had 3 titles available at launch physically: Mario Kart World, Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Third party released a total of 13 physical games. Now let's put the focus back on this game key card situation. Let's just tell it like it is. People ain't falling for the game key card, especially when it's a third-party version of the game they can go and get a physical version for on other consoles, including the predecessor console that just came out. For example, I have my Suikoden copy right here, physically for my Nintendo Switch. I wouldn't give this up for anything. I wouldn't give this up for an inferior version on the Switch 2. And when I say inferior, I don't mean the frame rate, I don't mean the specs, I don't mean the performance, but I mean the ability for it to truly feel like your game, for it to feel like something that you bought, not just a husk of something that it's supposed to be. See, my issue with this whole entire generation so far, with Nintendo leading the charge of $80 games and the game keycard situation, is that you're going to get stats like these. You're going to get stats that clearly tell the story and clearly tell the story of the consumer and certain things that we are looking for. Let's hope that they take the right piece of information from some of these percentages and these numbers and continue to do the right thing, or give publishers more tools that they need to give people the type of games, to deliver the type of package that people want. Now, I have a lot to say when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2. Shout out to any of those who are enjoying it. Like I said, I'm standing by my word. I'm still not buying it. I have no desire to buy it right now, but I'm not boycotting it either. I just have no interest in a new console right now. One thing that I do want to address is that the way that you guys have sold out the Nintendo Switch 2, despite all of these different practices, don't be surprised when they take the wrong message from this. Don't be surprised if they take what you guys are buying and they implement it into the future, and then it continues to snowball and snowball and snowball, and to the point where this thing doesn't even look familiar to what we're used to in the gaming industry. I personally love that people are not buying game key cards, because of all the things that they've done, even with the $80 thing. My least favorite about this new direction of this generation is the game key card. I think it's abysmal. There's people out here who saying, "Oh, well, it's better than purely digital." Hey, man, I'm speechless. Because if that's how we're going to start moving the goalposts for these companies to get away with certain things, then I don't know where the goalposts will stop. I don't know where it will end. They will take it as far as they can take it, because we keep finding new ways to validate their mediocre approach into delivering quality products. So as long as we keep giving them an alibi, as long as we keep giving them an out to do certain things, they will continue to push the limit on what will be acceptable. For me, I love physical, man. I love physical gaming, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I love having the option to do digital as well. I think it should be open. There should be many ways. Imagine if we were just in a cash-only society, right? There's so many people using credit cards and cars and debit cards, and you can pay with your phone. Imagine if there was only one way to pay for things, right? But no, there's multiple ways to pay for things now, because people have multiple different walks of life. So when you kind of condemn us and narrow us into one thing, one way of buying a game, which is, oh, you're going to eat these game key cards and you're going to love it, count me out. I personally will not be having one of those for dinner tonight, because I have no interest in eating something that tastes bad, okay? So yeah, apparently the The percentages are out, the numbers are out. People are not buying these game key cards, and it's really hurting the third-party developers. Notice, Mario Kart World was going to sell out because it's the first-party title. It was going to do huge numbers regardless, right? But I find it funny that a lot of the third-party, who are also game key cards, are not selling as well. Now, I saw someone mention that these could still be good sales numbers, just below their expectations, because there were still so many Nintendo Switch 2s sold. That may be the case, but whenever anyone is saying something is very under expectation, let's not try to find the silver lining in this case. Let's just take it for what it is. It wasn't good. It wasn't what they thought it would be, which means it did not hit its original intent or its purpose. So y'all let me know, how do you feel about the game key card situation? I'm personally happy that gamers are choosing with their wallets not to support it. I think that's great, and hopefully we can phase out this nasty little process of game key card situation and bring physical and digital. I believe that they can coexist. We can have multiple options. It is not that hard. So yeah, y'all let me know. Third parties, it looks like y'all taking an L. I don't know how a lot of the developers feel about this, that their games are not selling, but yet Nintendo's are, because Nintendo's are on a physical cartridge. I don't know what to say. If I missed any details, y'all let me know down in the comment section below. All I know is my little rant is over. I don't support the game key card situation. I don't care what game they release for it. I don't support it. I don't like it. And I hope it do backfire and blow up in their face, because gamers should have the option to choose different methods and different means to buy, play, and own the games that they want. That is all from me. I'm out of here. Like the video or dislike the video or disagree with me, I don't care. I appreciate you as long as you be respectful in the discussion. God bless y'all, and I'm out of here. Peace.